So in this video, I will show you how to play my arrangement of the traditional jazz song, St. James Infirmary. And we're going to play it in a nice, slow, bluesy, gritty and raw style. And as always, the sheet music is linked in the description. So firstly, it sounds like this. So the left hand all the way through the song just uses a simple, slow stride piano technique connected with the pedal to make it nice and smooth and kind of get that sustain in between your little jumps. So it just plays the root note followed by the rest of the chord or some portion of the chord. So for the F minor chord, I play the root and then fifth and third. Then for the C7, again I play the root, then third and seventh. And the left hand essentially just follows that pattern all the way through the song. Right, not too difficult. We're jumping around a little bit, but because it's at quite a slow tempo and because we're using that pedal to connect the chords, it does sound quite smooth. Now, the right hand essentially does three things. It plays the melody, but that basic melody is very heavily ornamented with blues scale runs and fills in between the melody, where you have gaps in the melody. And then on top of the bass melody and the blues scale ornamentation and fills, I've also layered some chords and tremolo chords. Right, so that's just an F minor triad with the fifth doubled, played with a tremolo, to a C7 with a tremolo, back to the F minor. And so you kind of layer those tremolo chords over and above your bass melody and blues scale runs, making sure that the melody note is always on top of your chord voicing. Right, so I play the melody, but instead of playing just that C by itself, I turn it into an F minor chord and tremolo it. Then I've got that little blues scale ornamentation, I land on the B flat, but again, instead of just playing the B flat, I turn that into part of a C7 chord, the sort of the top half of the C7. And then finish the melody. And then a quick little blues scale fill, finishing on the F, on the tonic. And then I kind of use that same pattern all the way through the melody. Wherever I can, I turn the melody note that I pause on into a tremolo of the relevant chord that we happen to be on. And then intersperse that with those blues scale runs and fills. Now this may be a little bit challenging to sort of coordinate all together, but if you grab the sheet music, you can see sort of more or less what I played, and see those three elements in the right hand and see how I kind of layered them and interchanged between them to make sure that the melody comes through, but on top of the melody we have some nice bluesy licks and some tremolo chords to get some harmony in there over and above the stride piano that's already happening in the left hand. Then on top of that, I've just got a couple really nice sounding little licks, I suppose, over the C7 chord usually, in the middle of the song form there, that does something like... And then the second time round, I think I just played a C7 chord, and then just a chromatic run up to the E flat. But again, that's all in the sheet music. So there's a bit happening and a bit to get your head around, but it's quite a slow song. It's supposed to be played slow, at least in this style. So grab the sheet music and see how you go. So now if I play it a little bit slower, you should be able to see all of those different elements in the left and the right hand come together and kind of form a nice full sounding performance and quite a dense texture. There's a lot of notes being played, a lot of tremolo. It really fills out the room and the space that's available, which I think is quite nice for a sort of a minor traditional jazz song like this. So that's just the first time through the song form. I didn't repeat obviously there, but I did finish on that same chord, so that's a nice little F minor 6/9. And that's one of my favorite minor chords to finish on. It's a good tonic minor chord voicing right there for you. Cool, so grab the sheet music, see how you go, but I think this is a really beautiful song. It's a reason that it's still being played, you know, over a century after it was written. Cool, but enjoy. See ya.